loves, welcome to Sew Pretty Kitty. This is my vlog where I talk about all the things I love about sewing, and you might have noticed we're in a different spot today. I am on annual leave this week and really excited to get stuck into some crafty makes because I spent a lovely weekend away with my husband without the kids, and we stayed in a beautiful little shepherd's hut in the middle of nowhere and just did nothing for an entire weekend, which was lovely. But I am raring to get making. I've got a couple of interesting things that I want to start on. And the first thing I want to say actually is thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing if you do already. And thanks for supporting me on Ko-Fi. I have had some donations, so thank you very much to Tasha, to Stephanie Taylor, to Whatever Katie Sews, Amanda, and 2 other anonymous donors. I'm really grateful. I'm about 30% towards my goal of getting some more equipment so I can provide you with better videos and better tutorials. So, what shall I start with? I've got the dog and the cat in the room with me, so if you can hear some tinkly, like scratchy noises, that will be the old girl under the table. She likes a good scratch. And I've got a cup of tea. So I'm thinking what I will start with is I have got an alteration to do. I really love I think it's McCall's 8668, I might be wrong. If I am, I'll pop it on the screen below. But it's like a column dress, a sort of really simple knit dress. I made it, gosh, ages ago now, ages and ages ago. And I've worn it to death. It was made using some Ponte Roma, stripy Ponte Roma, and I wear it to work a lot. And you know what happens with the armpit area when you've put loads of deodorant on there and then the fabric gets worn out, and then when you put it on it smells horrid for the first time within 10 seconds of you putting it on. So that's happened to that dress, and I like it so much I want to try and salvage and make a skirt out of it. So what I'm going to do today is just crack on with some bits and pieces. I'll do a bit of time-lapse video. You can watch me mucking about in my sewing area, and I'll stop now and again and give you a catch-up. So this is the dress on Agatha here. It's a very simple, straight up and down column sort of t-shirt dress style, and I just love this and I've worn it to death. So like I said, I need to chop it off into a skirt so I can get rid of this smelly area here. So I've put it on her so I can see roughly where the waistline is, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the skirt part off and then put a very simple elastic waistband on there. Right, so hello. Luckily, because I was very good and I stripe matched nicely, I think I can cut along the top of this stripe with my scissors and we will be good to go. I've measured from both the front and the back to make sure that this stripe is in exactly the same place from the hem. So I don't want a wonky hem. And I am just going to cut along the top of that stripe, which makes me sad because I love this dress, but I just can't wear it like this anymore. It's had it. The fabric has had it. I'm just going to cut all the way along. I put a pin in just to make sure that it was the same stripe all the way around. So now I've chopped the skirt part off. I am now going to have a look and see against my body. That's about where I want it to be. So I'm going to attach the elastic to the top of there, and I think probably I need to take another couple of lines off, because you can see the natural curve of the skirt there. So I've cut it off how I would like it to be now. I've measured my waist to see with this thick elastic how much I need, and I don't want it too tight because it's a comfy skirt, so I've allowed myself a little room just in case, because there's nothing worse than putting it on and finding it's too tight. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to overlock the ends of this elastic together and then fold it flat and sew it down so that it's nice and firm, and then it's just a case of popping it on the top of the skirt, pinning it all the way around and overlocking it on. I am going to thread those little tails back through inside so that they don't come undone. If you watch my tips, hints and tricks video, you'll see how I did that with a wide-eyed needle, and then you can just fold them back in on themselves. So what you guys been up to? Been busy making things? I always look forward to a week off work because I can really indulge and make anything I want, and obviously there's still the added pressure of all the housework and the mum stuff to do, but at least you haven't got work on top, so you can spend some time doing what you want to do. Although I think I might have to do a little bit of extra work this week maybe, just because, you know, extra bit of money always helps, doesn't it? Especially when I'm spending money on sewing stuff. Right, so I've joined the elastic ends like so, and then when I attach it to the skirt I will make sure that's folded down and tucked inside. Next thing I'm going to do is find the quarter areas of this skirt, so I'm going to fold it in half that way and pop a pin in so that I've quartered the skirt, and then I'm going to quarter the elastic, and then I'll know exactly how to evenly get this elastic on. So when I put this elastic on, I want the raw bit to be on the inside, and it's going to fold down on itself, so that will tell me to put this on the outside at the back. So this skirt hasn't got really a front and a back now, it's both the same, but I'm going to pop the elastic on at the back and then do the same for the sides. And the front. And match that side up as well. So that elastic should be evenly distributed now. And all I've got to do is just pull it slightly taut and then put some pins or clips all along the elastic, so that when I overlock the edge, I will then fold that down in on itself. So once it's pinned all the way around, I'm now just going to run a line of overlocking right way around the top of this skirt, and then just going to fold the elastic in on itself, and it will be finished. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a couple of anchoring stitches into this ditch here. You could stitch in the ditch on your sewing machine, but I find it just as easy to hand sew it, and just on the sides to stop that elastic from flipping out. So I've doubled my thread over, and I'm just going to pop a couple of stitches just down here to stop the elastic flipping out. You could do this with a charity shop dress if you found one and you were bit funny about armpits. I know I'm a bit funny about charity shop shoes. I don't know why. I think it's just the thought of wearing something that someone's feet have been inside, and I feel about the same about maybe armpits. Although I do sometimes, when I buy stuff from the charity shop, I do wash it with Napisan, which is like a product that you wash babies' nappies in to get rid of any germs, and that makes me feel a bit better about it. So I've just chucked a couple of anchor stitches in there, and I'm just going to lock that off and do the same the other side. Then quite clearly I'm not going to wear this skirt with a zebra print top because that would just ruin people's eyes. But yeah, I normally wear this skirt, this dress, with a pair of tights and boots and a smart t-shirt with a cardigan over the top for work. So I'm glad to have salvaged that skirt from that dress.